Show your love for the Galar region by rocking the brand new Powerpuff Starters design. Available in t-shirts, hoodies, and multiple different colors. Link is in the description. Pokémon Sword and Shield are the newest Pokémon games that are coming our way. So you know what that means. Top 10s everywhere. Nah, but seriously, everyone right now is sharing their thoughts, hopes, and predictions about these new games. It's an awesome time. Everybody has something they want to see from these games, and I'm no different. So in this video, I'll be going over my top 10 hopes for Pokémon Sword and Shield. Hope you're not tired of hearing that yet. Alright, now without wasting any more time, let's just jump into it. Number 10. Alright, we're starting off the list with enhanced trainer customization. I'm pretty sure that trainer customization will return, no question about it. It's pretty much a staple of the series now since its introduction in X and Y. It even came back for Let's Go, and that was a remake, so I think we're good. However, I do want to see a slight enhanced customization. The Alola games really didn't give much variety in clothing. Everything was basically shorts and shirts with different colors. Whoop-de-doo. For Sword and Shield, I want a variety of different clothing options. I'm talking pants, jackets, coats, sweats, suits even. Since we're in the Galar region, how about some badass knightly armor? What the heck? Just give us more, that way there's more uniqueness between us players. Also, I would love an option to change other things like facial expression, facial hair, and maybe even height and weight. I won't get too mad if we don't get this, but might as well mention it. Number 9. Now I love champion defense battles in Sun and Moon. It really made you feel like a champion. You beat Kukui, or how, and now you're the champ. You're the strongest, and now people are lining up to challenge you, the champion. It was awesome. So why did they remove it in Let's Go? They try to be sneaky and say that you're the champion and that Trace is just waiting to challenge you? Okay, that's cool I guess. But all the time? No. Pokémon Sword and Shield should definitely bring champion defense battles back. I want to be challenged by all the colorful characters I'm gonna meet in the games. It'll also make re-challenging the Elite Four interesting cause you never know who you're gonna face. It's not just the same person like in every other generation before Sun and Moon. If we don't get this, it isn't the end of the world, but it would be a bummer. This feature really brings more immersiveness into the games, cause it feels like you're of actual importance to the league, other than having a lifeless mannequin in the same spot over and over again. Number 8. One of the most loved features ever is the ability to have Pokemon follow you. Ever since Heart Gold Soul Silver, everyone and their mom has been asking for this feature to come back. And then finally, it returned for Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. Now what about Sword and Shield? Will it come back here as well? Well, from what we've seen so far, it doesn't look like it's there. But just like any person who likes to be let down, I still have hope. It's totally possible that the feature is being hidden from us until a later date. But whether we get it or not, I still want to voice my opinion. I want this. Walking with your Pokemon was one of the best features Pokemon Let's Go had. It even allowed you to ride Pokemon, which was awesome. This is just another thing that really adds to the game's immersion and helps you love your little pocket monsters more and more. We've already got walking animations for the original 151 and the Meltan line thanks to Let's Go, so just slap them into Sword and Shield. As for the rest, take them from the unused Sun and Moon models and just update them a bit. Seriously, they were untouched in Sun and Moon, so they're just waiting to be used. All that's left is to make some for the new mons and we're good to go. I'm sure Game Freak has had plenty of time to do this, seeing as how this game has been announced to be in development since 2017. One can hope. Number 7. Better online. Oh man, I am loving Pokemon Sun and Moon. I can't wait to battle and trade with my friends. Actually, let me get connected and try to do a quick battle to break in my new Rowlet. What the heck? Yeah, online in Sun and Moon was bad. Like, really bad. I honestly don't know what went wrong. Generation 6 did a great job with the PSS. It's quick and simple and easy to use. So who the heck asked for a hub world? The Festival Plaza was a big, dumb, confusing mistake that nobody liked. So for Pokemon Sword and Shield, I want us to go back to a more simplistic online like we had in X and Y. Nothing new, nothing fancy, just simple. They could honestly just bring back the PSS and I'd be fine with it. Just give us anything that isn't this. Please, Game Freak, if you're watching, just do us this favor. Nintendo Online is bad enough as it is. don't make it any worse for us, please. Number 6. Something I always liked about Pokemon are the different evolution methods. Well, for Pokemon Sword and Shield, I want new evolution methods and more use of older evolution methods. It feels like ever since Generation 5, Pokemon haven't been evolving more creatively. Most of them just evolve through basic level up or through time of day. And when there is a new evolution mechanic, it's just for one Pokemon. What happened to the evolutionary stones? They're rarely used nowadays. Or what about Pokemon that evolve through trading or through trade items? All these cool evolution methods from older generations are pretty much extinct nowadays. It would be cool if some new Pokemon from Sword and Shield needed these items to evolve. That would give these old items way more use again. Tell me, when am I gonna ever buy more than 1 or 2 Ice Stones? Cause you only needed to get Alolan Ninetales. And hear me out, there's nothing wrong with having a specific item unique to just one Pokemon, but there's gotta be more Pokemon just like that. For example, how Generation 4 introduced a bunch of new items and evolution methods for all the new evolutions. And you know what? That actually brings me to my next hope. Number 5. Speaking of Gen 4, I want new evolutions of existing Pokemon. The Sinnoh games are probably the most famous for this since they introduced a bunch of evolutions for older gen Pokemon. Wouldn't it be awesome if we got some more in Sword and Shield? It's totally possible, because it looks like Game Freak are always introducing new evolutions in every even numbered generation. Think about it. Gen 2 had mons like Scizor and Steelix, Gen 4 had mons like Electivire and Weavile, and Gen 6 introduced Mega Evolution and even gave us a new True Evolution with Sylveon. Now there could be a brand new evolution transformation thing like Megas in this gen, which does kinda count. And apparently the talk of the town is Armored Evolution, which I still don't know how I feel about that, but okay. But I still feel like we can expect at least one new regular evolution of an existing Pokemon. Most likely a new evolution, but if we're lucky, we'll get a couple more. There are tons of Pokemon where they're forgettable or just need a little more love that could really benefit from an evolution. So fingers crossed, my dudes. And maybe we'll get something like the Gen 4 days. Then we'll really be screaming Sinnoh confirmed, am I right? Number 4. Now since I talked about evolutions, of course I gotta bring up new Mega Evolutions. Mega Evolution was an awesome concept that was introduced in Generation 6. And I'm sure tons of you out there would want to see some new ones as well. Now I'm sure some of you ultra competitive folk don't want new Megas, but come on. You're telling me seeing your favorites turn Super Saiyan isn't cool as heck? Now that it's a new generation, there's the potential of introducing a couple more for the Pokemon that didn't get any the first time around. Can we please get some justice for poor Flygon? I get why we didn't get any new ones in Alola cause Z-moves were the new wave back then, but now that we finally moved on from that, I definitely think it's time we revisit the concept of Mega Evolution. These Megas are old news. I'm tired of them. I want some new ones. Just kidding guys, I still love you. Number 3. Speaking of Z-moves, I want new Z-moves. I'm kidding. What I really hope we get are new regional variants. Galarian forms, if you will. Alolan forms were an awesome way to show love to old Pokemon, and it really fits with the whole theme of Alola. It actually makes sense for Pokemon to adapt and change to their environments just like real-world animals. So it just gets me excited to see how this concept will be translated in other regions. I do have some requirements for these hypothetical new regional variants though. No Kanto, and give us a lot. There were only like a handful of Alolan forms to choose from, so there wasn't that much variety. How am I supposed to make a top 10 regional variants video without looking like I'm milking it when they can all just fit in the list? What seems more likely is that we'll be getting Galar forms for Johto Pokemon, and that would be cool. There are already a lot of great fan art designs out there, so it's obvious that the fans like this. Let's just hope that this wasn't exclusive to Alola. Number 2. Alright, now we're getting into the serious of all serious hopes. I really want an expansive postgame. I've said it once on this channel and I'll say it again. The postgame is one of the most important parts of a Pokemon game, at least to me. Once you beat the champion, there's gotta be way more to keep us playing the game or else we'll just move on to something else. I hear there's a new Animal Crossing coming to the Switch. One of the biggest problems with Let's Go is that the postgame was complete buns. They didn't add the Sevi Islands and instead had master trainers. Spending hours making catch combos for candies just to battle 150 trainers is not fun at all. I didn't even try to battle all the master trainers in Let's Go. I wasn't wasting my time on that. Give us all some battle facilities like Emerald and Platinum's Battle Frontier, or at least give us something like Sun and Moon's Battle Tree. Give us more parts of the region to explore like in Black 2 and White 2, while combining looker type missions that would encourage us to go to these new places. It looks like the London-based city is the perfect candidate for a post-game location, and that could provide for lots of content. But if that isn't the case, there's still hope. My final hope for Pokémon Sword and Shield. Number 1. Alright, I'm sure most of you guys saw this coming, but my biggest hope is to return to the Kalos region. Heart Gold Soul Silver are really awesome because they have a whole other region to explore after you beat the game. Everyone has wanted a second region since then, and I do not blame them. Now back in the Sun and Moon days, I wanted to return to Kalos during the post-game, but looking back, it doesn't really make much sense. Alola's a faraway tropical region doing its own thing, but Galar? It's based off the UK, which is really close to Kalos' real-life counterpart, France. So this is the time for us to return to Kalos. I can't be the only one who got Kalos vibes during the Sword and Shield reveal trailer. The main reason I want to return to Kalos is because the region felt so incomplete. There's still a lot of unanswered questions like AZ's Floette, the mysterious train in Koroway Town, Satoshi Gekkoga, and even Zygarde. Poor Zygarde, man. He definitely deserved a Pokemon Z to explain its forms, but instead he just got shoved into Sun and Moon with no explanation. Well, maybe he can finally get some real shine in the post-game of Sword and Shield if we went to Kalos. Imagine getting something like an Episode Z for a post-game story, where Team Flare are trying to make a comeback by getting Zygarde. So then Looker sends you on a train to Kalos where you gotta take them down, find Zygarde cells before they do, and even get to face off against old gym leaders and rivals along the way. That would be awesome. This would definitely help wrap up Kalos in a nice little bow that it deserves, as well as give Sword and Shield endless hours of gameplay. So I really hope that it comes true. Thanks for watching, everyone. Remember to spread some peace, love, and positivity, and I'll see you all next time.